never been to Maine? Have you?
Furthest I've ever been is New York.
Huh. Do you think it would be nice?
Yeah. Get on the water. I think it'd be insane.
I want this moment for a lifetime. I mean a lifetime. You give it out till nothing's left, and that's the right time. I've been building this foundation for a minute. You ain't gotta be optometrist for you to see my vision. I'm a voice for the voiceless, like that D-boy building his kingdom, brick after brick. That's feeling that God done lost him and thinking he got no options. Don't know what that life will cost him. I swear that's some of my family, y'all. And you know that I do this for y'all. So you see God the only reason I made it at all. I sit down and hear your heart like a stethoscope. Then I get up on this mic and tell it for the world to know. Unless the store building it, I can guarantee it's bro. That's why I be spitting with all this passion when you hear my flow. Now I can tell you how I do. Brand new car is so chrome, but 2 years later, that's all. Everybody's moved on, gone. I'm trying to make it count with this song. Yeah, with this song.
I want you to last forever, ever, ever, ever. I want you to last forever, ever, ever, ever. I want you to last forever, ever, ever, ever. I want you to last forever,
It's crazy how times change. Trying to redecorate my life, switch the pictures in my mind frames. Went from hiding to seeking, trying to find faith. Now we speak with our feet in our hands, call it sign language. You age, we get older, turn pages, corners folded, trying to hold on to our place in this maze. See, we gave years to grow and fast pace. It's clear to know in the direction we were going. That's what we call this grace, and we're still here. No more letters in them bottles, message still clear. Lived our lives full throttle, trying to veil fear. Even our foods, fast McDonald's, slow it down, change up the pitch, something like vibrato. But eventually we find this. If you mention all the times that you acted wild in mind, let's rewind it to simply just align that. Minus sign, it changed the sum of our lives, man. It's victory, it's timeless.
I want you to last forever, ever. I want you to last forever,
I wanna leave something important on this earth before I die. So many watches I done purchased, but I still ain't buying time. You see, doubt is like a brain tumor, it torture those alive. So I'm asking God to please remove this evil from my mind. Yeah. I wanna live without these chains on me. So much dirt, I wanna live without these stains on me. Lord, I need your grace on me. Gotta live to see your face only, and my faith only. You know that I want this to last forever.
I want you to last forever, ever, ever, ever. I want this to last forever, ever, ever, ever. I want this to last forever, ever, ever, ever.
I ain't got no
quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Thanks for joining us in honoring Martin Luther King Day. It's a very special presentation of the NBA on 2K. And the NBA always with a great slate of games on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They've done a great job making that a priority, Greg.
Yeah, they have, B.A. The whole world owes so much to the work of Dr. King. And the NBA has always made sure to honor him on his day.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. We've got Michael Porter. Kuminga is out there. Nick Richards. Then there's Brandon Kujemski. And it's MP in at the 1. Miami moving it around. Out of Miles from ball range. Kujemski grabs the board. MP scanning the floor. Back to Porter. MP outside, just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Lets it fly.
So as long as I'm alive, I trust you forever, forever. My faith will never die, faith will never die. For worse or for better, I know you can save me. All I got is just ashes.
Here's Kujemski. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. NBA basketball in the spotlight, and the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. also celebrated in our games today and tonight, Greg.
It's great to honor a man who spoke for equality and justice, and in a league that's given voice to many communities working towards that equality.
Now Golden State's starting 5. We've got Kuminga, Kujemski out there with MP. Then it's Nick Richards, and it's Porter at the 3-6.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Nba2k26. To stop the run, on the clock. And so Miami again turning it over. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Porter kicks to All-Star. Back to Porter. Good in the assist goes to MP.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
Here's Adebayo. Shot misses. Nice defense from Kuminga. MP passes to Richards. Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, wow, that was a dunk contest level jam right there.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Miami, this season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
And when you look at Miami, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reason.
Yeah, I just don't know what has happened to them. You get the sense that their frustration is starting to reach a breaking point, too.
And so, MP will bring it up for Golden State. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And they were just raining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
Here is Nba2k26. Following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. For 3. The shot by Nba2k26, no good.
Well, I believe that's now 4 straight misses to start the game. Talk about stumbling out of the block.
Kujemski finds Porter. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Podziemski. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Heat trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Porter against Wiggins. Back to Adebayo. And the drought. That shot no good.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And with this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. MB is number 1.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So a moment now to see the story for him. The Heat trail by 16. Adebayo against Kuminga.
For a new day to come, a new sun to shine, cause so far it's cold nights. They always saying it's the wrong time.
So it's Miami now. Looking for their first basket of the game. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. On the floor for the Warriors. Michael Porter out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's MP. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And
it's okay if you don't say what his name is. Say no to crack, but sniff cocaine is if it ain't as dangerous. We don't smoke it, we just snort it in the form of entertainment. It's like if I promote the hatred, they gon' say it's banging. But if I go against it out of love, they say I'm hating. They told me sell this dope, boy, sell this dope. If you push it, they'll believe you.
The Heat trail by 16. Bringing this a fun time of year, mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Kuminga out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's MP in at the one spot. Here's Podziemski. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Yeah.
Back to MP.
Next.
It's Porter outside. Good. MP's got 5 assists tonight.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Jokic Jonas.
That don't even trend. Sell this dope, boy, sell this dope. If you push it, they'll believe you.
I gotta be in this team longer, Wiggins. I gotta be in this.
They're going to play 94 feet of defense here. They're going to try to make something happen with the full court press.
so on the floor for Golden State, they've got Jonathan Kuminga. MP is out there with Brandon Podziemski. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. 2 teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
5 on the clock. Adebayo from long range. Miami, no good that time either. Alston, pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
So it's Miami now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Has to Yakitonis. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
MP up top. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you for real.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Here's Yakitonis. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Wiggins from long range.
Feeling like I'm living in the middle of a war zone. Spiritual and mentally, but they don't know the war zone. Never knew you to live.
Here is Yakitonis. Scoreless thus far. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets...
Can't get your head clear, cause for the last 10 years, all you heard was pack the ratchet. Plastic mash him in the gas. Do a stack of bad chick, you can have it. And by the way, pop a pill in you so you don't feel it killing you. Crazy. They wonder why we so crazy.
So it's Miami now. Searching for their first points of the game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie. You could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got MP. Kuminga is out there with Nick Richards. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Podziemski in at the two-guard spot. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Sacramento played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had triple-double. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
That's good stuff, Allie. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Greg.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Well, we always hear about the rookie wall, Graham, but some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, you know, BA, I think it's real for most first-year players. Adjusting to the length and intensity of an NBA season can be exhausting, but some guys will be able to break through that wall.
Here's Adebayo, following the score by Golden State. Has to Yakitonis. Porter against Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. The shot by James, no good. And so MP will bring it up for the Warriors. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, they didn't play down to the level of their opponent. That's not an easy thing to pull off, but they certainly were focused in this one. Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
And it's Miami's ball. Foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Boston's checked in for Miami. Hardy comes in for James. And Golden State also making a switch. Buffkin's checked in. So it's Miami now. Has the Yakitonis. Outside Adebayo. Inside to it.
Man, it felt like the struggle's realer than it ever been. I'm still in it though, right?
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Kuminga, who's out there at Porter, and B out there with Nick Richards. And it's Buffkin in at the two-guard spot.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at
game in other ways.
And as the NBA season rolls on, GA, what's one of the biggest challenges this time of the schedule?
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season, and it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so tough to stay locked in.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Sacramento played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and you're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
The shot by Jonas, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here is Jonas. No scoring in this one. The bio to screen. Hardy, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
A 3 from MP. And another 3 for Golden State.
Hard to believe he can have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Now the Heat with him. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
To the wing on the left. Here's Buffkin. The shot's good. Austin making the play. Olsen's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Warriors?
Well, their coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And the Heat with some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Khalil Ware. And it's Jovic in for Adebayo. Then for the Warriors, checked in for Nick Richards. Gordon comes in for Kuminga. And it's Anthony Black in for Portland Gordon.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here is Jonas. Nothing on the board.
Never seen it before.
I don't need
Here's Jonas. No points so far on the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP, Anthony Black out there with.
And you can't see me with this rap. Get under my tree. Mind if I speak? I come in peace. God is in me. God is in me. Pausing it to stop. I got a hold of it on the side. That's a chimney. Down on my wrist like a bitch. Got my mind in my tree. But don't come down to 02 or 03. Boy, that's the month of February. So don't come around if you ever need to.
41 seconds left in the first. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Smith. Anthony Black is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's MP. And it's Buffkin in at the 2. Austin with the ball. Black defending. Just 5 on the clock. Wagner as screen on Gordon. Here's Jonas. No good again that time.
Still searching for his first bucket of the night.
And so in the game for the Warriors, Smith out there with Aaron Gordon. 41 seconds left in the opening quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
On the floor for the Warriors, Aaron Gordon is out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's MP, then it's Anthony Black, and it's Bufkin in at the shooting guard. And out of bounds, the Heat will take it. Here's Jovic. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Stolen by MP. Oh, it's Pure again. He's now a perfect 10 for 10 in this one.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Here's Boston.
17 years old, felt the Holy Ghost. Never felt this way, I felt God touch my soul. Gonna need a change. Pray in Jesus' name, and God says, you will need my soul, let my Holy God.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Jokic. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks for joining us again, folks.
Snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Brandon Boston is out there with James.
Jovic and Bam play together inside. Brandon Boston is out there with James. And it's Wiggins in at the three, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Yeah, MP was not going to waste that opportunity, showing everybody what he's capable of off the dribble.
Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league.
That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way. Yeah. Let me see it. The evil sides being deceiving and lies.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then it's MP. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Black in at the shooting guard. When you look at the recent big threes in the NBA, RJ, it seems like they've failed more than they've succeeded.
That's because some teams just acquire stars without considering how their games will complement each other.
That's the only way.
So it's Miami now. Who poked away? Stolen by MP. Oh! Big finish!
Talk about finishing with power. MP showing the rim no mercy there.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connector cam. And when you're trying to slow down a great scorer, there are those shots you just gotta live with.
Well, look, DA, you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, What you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you gotta...
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, you've got Gordon, Podziemski out there at the point. Then there's Anthony Black, and it's Austin in at the point. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest?
They gon' try to mark me terroristic. If you a big, then that's okay. They won't love it. You be religious and what God ain't got no time for you being legalistic. Wake them up, they got bad hair. All this weight got me living like a dead leg. In the crowd, going crazy like a dreadhead. They say we stupid, they don't really understand it.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Richard with us in the middle of the season. How important is rest for a player?
Well, your rest is based off of your performance. If your team is playing well, you're able to get more rest. If you struggle, then you're going to have to push it a little bit harder. But I think players should always get ready for an 82-game season.
On the floor for the Warriors, Anthony Black out there with MP. Then there's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Porter in at the force line. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Sacramento played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates. Putting something extra on it. Wiggins showing off what he can do.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. James against MP. Oh, wasted no time on that one. MP's got 8 here in this quarter.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Adebayo against Gordon. Adebayo passes to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Austin's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Podziemski. Back to MP. Up and in on the layup. MP's got 34.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The Heat have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Here's Jovic. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 3rd assist of the night. Pass to Black. Here's MP. Now here's Podziemski. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Podziemski's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often.
Most days I grind till I'm home late, and I always show love 'cause I don't hate. Keep pushing like I don't fade, and I get up in the body, give me 5 more ways. Okay, I will always red light, I will not throw shade. They will not 'cause they can't touch you. Kill by the blood. Any Christian will see that.
In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. James is out there with Brandon Boston. And it's Wiggins.
Let's go, there we go up. I'm not brave, I'm not bold,
Now, here's James. Still without a bucket. There are some big-time players in this league. But who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three. LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
Jovic and Bam play together inside. Brandon Austin is out there with James. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, NP in the last matchup against Sacramento played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
James outside. Here's Adebayo. Over Gordon. That one a little long.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
MP looking around. From down in the low post, it goes. MP's got 40 points.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Well, Miami shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. James passes to Jovic. Wiggins outside. Pass to Jovic. Shot clock at 5. It's James on the wing, looking to end the run. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Austin's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And another miss for him. It's been this way all night, and that is tough for his team to overcome.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Here's Jovic. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Here's Adebayo, following the score by Golden State.
And each year, Adebayo looks more and more comfortable shooting the ball off the catch. He's become a scoring threat from all over the floor and continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo sets a screen. To the middle. Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And that one's good.
Finishing through contact is required in the NBA. MP knows he can't let guys stop it.
There's a minute 40 left in the first half. Out to the right wing. James outside. Here's Adebayo.
They're going to play 94 feet of defense here. They're going to try to make something happen with the full court press.
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got MP.
He talking about. Oh, get out my face. Watch sports from the sideline.
gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Black. Then it's MP. And there's Podziemski in at the small forward position.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Kings was all business. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Khalil Ware's checked in for the Heat. Jonas comes in for Brandon Boston.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep, James, and it's MV with the rebound. Alton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The 19-foot shot, and again, that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors able to put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Good to have you with us. First half in the books, and maybe not a surprise, it's been quite the night for MP.
Well, they're running the offense through MP. A guy who just continues to elevate his game. Never stops working. This is why he is where he is today.
And that's why his team is where they are after the first half. And moving things along. And that's a halftime.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. You look at MP in this one, well, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
The post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Jonas is out there with James. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main thing is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to... Blah, 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 going. Blah, 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 blah. We don't blah, blah, blah. You can talk with God. We don't blah, 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 yeah.
Adebayo and Ware together inside. Jonas out there with James. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. textbook positioning to draw the charge.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Kings played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Allie, great info there. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, MP.
Yeah, and you know, for a guy like MP, it's really about earning a reputation early in your career and getting others to notice your game.
Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo, a screen on Porter. Wiggins against Porter. Now where? 5 to shoot. James outside. That three's off the mark. MP, the pass to Kuminga. From the wing, and MP with a basket on the assist by Kuminga. MP's got 58.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's where.
Gotta love it. I'm cold.
And stolen by MP. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Porter is out there with Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's MP. And it's Richards in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here is James after Michael Porter made the last three-pointer. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaPorte.
To the dome, bang bang. Don't sweat on me. Deep state is my enemy. Stand up clips like centipedes. Tell liberals keep their energy. Whoa, I'm too damn based. My wife make food and if the food ain't great, I'ma tell it to her face that daddy stank. Make something else now, don't complain.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. At the forward slots, it's Wiggins and Bam. James is out there with Yakatonis. And it's Ware in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Wiggins. He's got 6. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miami, no good that time either. And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 15-4 run. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Kings was all business. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going. He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all. The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Jonathan Kuminga. 1.
And that one misses.
Well, Jonathan Kuminga is one of the most exciting young players in the league. He's long, explosive, and right now it's about adding to his game.
Here's Ware. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
MP way outside.
Listen to this.
running the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP coming out there with Nick Richards. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Pajemski in at the 2 spot. Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForge courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Kings was all business. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Great stuff, Allie. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propel them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
The shot by Jonas, no good.
Well, he has yet to put points on the board, and his team is hurting because of it.
There's Porter with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Porter's got 12 points here in the second half. The Heat have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, he needs to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here is Jonas. Still without a basket.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
The Heat shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. There's the screen. Down low. Shot.
Why sign an artist that
They yelling Black Lives Matter. How is that the truth? When these rappers pushing money, sex, and murder.
And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, BA, the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must.
At the forward slots, it's Wiggins and Van. James is out there with Jonas. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, the way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work. Back over to you, Brian.
High praise. Allie, thank you. Now, here's James. He's got 5. Wiggins, no good.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
MP shot is good.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
There, the screen. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Ware's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
And so James will bring it up for the Miami Heat. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Adebayo sets a screen. Clock at 6. Has to wear. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Austin. Austin's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. And here's Porter outside. He drops it from range. Porter's got 39.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Now here's Podziemski. He's got 9. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Alston. Down low. Outside Podziemski. Fires the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Miami shooting just about 33% since the second half started. To halt the run. And it's laid in by Adebayo. Adebayo's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Adebayo's going to work inside. That's what they wanted to do.
Here's Podziemski. Oh, he's locked in. Dreams his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Wiggins. Give him 8 points now. Here's Adebayo. 3-pointer Yakatonis. It's rebounded by Golden State. Richards has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Nice shot by Kuminga.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And for the Heat, they're shooting a low 26% from the field. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. Yep, that one goes. And it's 6 points for Bam Adebayo.
What a job Wiggins has done with his passing skills. Significantly improved over the years.
Now here's MP. Tight defense on him. And the layup is good off the glass.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
So it's Miami now. It's James on the wing. Adebayo against Kuminga. Has the Yakatonis.
2 Corinthians 5:17, that's gonna hurt. Hey, but I'ma push the word and none of that hate gonna work. Hey, hold on. Now I don't know what you heard. Don't believe anyone that can't show you the word. Revelation 21:8. Now let's observe. All of the wicked gon' get exactly what they deserve. Hey, Hebrews 10:26.
So it's Miami now. And Golden State looking who they pick. MB out there with Podziemski. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Kuminga in at the 4.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. And another assist for him.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. 20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to James. And here's Wiggins. And here's Adebayo outside. Again, Adebayo missing. And even 3-on-3 break. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. Another excellent quarter for him, especially from long range. He's buried a total of 7 3-pointers in the game. Back right after this.
Don't commit adultery and don't steal. Don't bear false witness. Keep it real. And never envy your brother, matter how you feel. If you love Jesus, you keep the commandments. Don't avoid it. Jesus came to fulfill the law.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
change it up. And it doesn't seem like the analytics folks are often fans of the mid-range jumper. But Richard, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think great players have to use the mid-range jumper because most teams are protecting the paint and the three-point line. So for the best players, the shot creators, the guys that need to score buckets, they've got to have them in between games.
The post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. James is out there with Jokic. And it's Wiggins in at the three slot. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Kicks it out to James. The three.
Running out of grace, he might get what you're on.
The rebound by Shaw.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Back to MP. Golden State moving it around. Here's Buffkin. The shot's good. Austin making the play. Buffkin's got 6 here in this quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to.
And we gotta. I'm trying to follow God, but they want to see me slipping. They don't want to see me winning. They say
James with the ball.
I'm just seeing things different.
Here's Jokic. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Adebayo and Ware together inside. James is out there with Jokic. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Alston. And good! There's another! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
NBA, it feels like he can't miss.
Miami has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. James passes to Wiggins. Now here's Adebayo. It's James on the wing. Again, the Heat misses.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Oh, MP throws it down.
Oh, it is nice to be young. MP.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Here's Jokic. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort. And in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Here's Buffkin. Buries it from 3.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And here's James. Swipes the ball away again.
He's able to anticipate their every move.
An absolute pest on the defensive end.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. He's such an impressive talent.
Here's Wiggins. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Adebayo from long range. Buffkin with a rebound.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Back to MP. Pass to Black. The 3 is up. Another possession. Another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
And for the Heat, they're shooting 27% in today's game. Not good. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the floater. The Warriors pull it in. MP's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Here's Jokic to end the drought. And it's good on the layup. Jokic has got his first points of the night.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get a high percentage at the rim. The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Outside Adebayo. MP against James. Back to Adebayo. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 5 assists tonight. That's to Sharp. Here's Buffkin. Back to MP. And here's Black. To the paint. Kicks it out to MP. Right wing. From outside the arc. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, he's been aggressive from the start, and as a result, it's all come together tonight for Bam offensively.
He shoots it.
And here is MP setting the floor for the Warriors. We got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Sharp. Anthony Black is out there with MP. And it's Pumpkin in at the 2 spot. Here's James. 1:39 left in the 4th quarter. Buffkin with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Here's Yaka Jonas.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Yeah, we witnessed a special performance tonight. It's not just the triple-double. It's the example he set out there. Outstanding leadership.
And Miami shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Back to James. 3-pointers off the mark.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now, here's Sharp. And he makes that one.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
James outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. A 3 from MP. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here to come into an opponent's building.
8-2.
And dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
See, they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks.
I just wanna roll it with the right time. I know the joy gon' show up like the sunshine. Sunday morning, a drink when I am thirsty. A hug from my grandma, and I can call you when I want. You're always on time. You're always on time. Yeah. You may not be there when I want, but you're always on time. You're always on time. You're always on. You're always on time. You may not be there when I want it, but you're always on. Mess around and caught away. Tripping songs go plays. Got a mountain in the sky. Caught it foreign stays. 30 zeros on the trip. Bet it all in the swipe. Debit, credit, or chill. Wash it down with a swipe. I was down low. I was going back. I was on my own. That was all I had. Baby made a way. Shout out to my dad. He is so clutch. And he always show up on time. And he on time. I just wanna roll it with the right time. Even when it's nighttime, I know the joy gon' show up like the sunshine. A sunny Sunday morning, a drink when I am thirsty. A hug from my grandmama, and I can call you when I wanna. You're always on time. You're always on time. Yeah. You may not be there when I wanna, but you're always on time. You're always on. You're always on. You're always on. You may not be there when I want it, but you're always on. You're always on. You're always on. Yeah. You may not be there when I want it, but you're always on. On time, I ain't gotta call him, but he stopped the earth, 'cause I called him. My God is on time. He may not be there when I want him, but he's always on time. I live to see another day. I know that I'ma find my way. Sometimes I seem down and out. I just gotta find my route. It feels like I'm running in place. Lord knows I wanna escape the pain and the struggle. A world full of trouble. Trouble, 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 trouble. Trouble, 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 trouble. On the daily, I see love, hate, hope, and mayhem. Can't ever seem to bridge the gap like I might straighten. Stuck between faith and the battle with Satan. My light covered up the darkness like a damn spray tan. My trouble might be a preconception, or maybe a misconception. Based on your lack of direction, I feel like a fraud. Every day I smile in your face, I hold the norm by a thread. I be ready to break. I see highs, I see lows, I see cons, I see pros. I won't break, I may fold things I won't let go. I'm fighting to try. When you strong for everybody, where you go?
I came in this business saying I It's gonna expose. Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side
and the other side.
It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you're Diddy or whoever you is. Hey, everybody get exposed. Pray for all my foes, but it's the narrow road. They rappers gon' sell they soul. I don't care if they hate me, it's the life I chose. And Jay-Z mocking Christ with his new movie. One day he gon' pay. You won't catch me partying with Diddy. I ain't TD Jakes. And Kirk Franklin's getting the call the LGBT cause he fake. I was in Tokyo getting in them scriptures. You can go ask Shay. Hey, real Christ gang. If you don't step, you not a member. Tell Dwayne Wade that's your son. It's not your daughter. Can't change genders. And you claim to step for Christ. How that's true, you don't want sinners. I don't care who get mad. Boy, don't try to check me, check your temple. Like it could have got mad cause I exposed him. I understand. They made you wear a wedding dress with another dude holding his hand. I don't wanna collab with none of these demon artists. We ain't friends. Hey, unless we talking repairs and letting God change your plan. What's up with all these women artists? I think they witches, pig curses on all our daughters, so they grow up wicked. And since Red get happy when little girls listen to her music explicit. Cause labels know corrupting our youth. It's real big business. Ooh, boy, I'm out here preaching. Can I get a witness? I call Lil Nas X a gay demon. They said I was tripping. Now he's mocking Christ to promote his album. Like our Lord is a gimmick. And Lecrae made a video defending him just to keep up his image. Hey, I'm not Drake. Ain't no paint on my fingertips. God soldier. I'ma pit her out on my demon list. Your money long. But I heard your songs. They all meaningless. They mad at me like I wrote the word. But I'm just preaching it. Hey, everybody get exposed. Pray for all my foes, but it's that narrow road. Hey, these rappers gon' sell they soul.
That's all.
Who say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Along, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. Taking a look at Golden State, they've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. And of course for the Spurs, pretty far behind right now.
Well, right now for
All of these hunters gonna turn into the prey. Yeah, my God is always great.
the Spurs, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason season.
From here on out, it's just about putting in the work. Coming to every game ready to compete and never giving less than your best.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. They've got MP, Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Nick Richards, and it's Pajemski in at the shooting guard position. And for San Antonio, they've got Victor Wembanyama. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Harper. Then it's Cameron Johnson, and it's Bryant in at the three, the small forward. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Brad. A 60-20-10 game, my goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
Just about halfway through the season, Grant. Which half of the season went quicker for you, first or the second?
You know,
oh, big finish! Wow!
Okay, I see you. What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. We played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Harper. Can they get it? The rebound by MP. Golden State has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Majemski. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
And here's Bryant outside. The rebound by Alston.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Launches it. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Outplayed the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
And the winner was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Wembanyama pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Good work defensively by Richards. Now the Warriors with it. It's been 13 unanswered for him. And there's Kuminga. That one's good on the assist by MP. Austin's got his 3rd assist of the night. For San Antonio, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Fox goes in. Wembanyama with it. Richards is there. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Johnson.
Matthew 18:6, Jesus says, whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to stumble.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Setting the floor for the Warriors.
Drowned into the depths of the sea, don't mess with God's kids.
In the spiritual fight, makes it sick for the eat, what's on my appetite.
And this is a tough time of the season, Grant. A few months in, with a few months to go.
Yeah, BA. You know, for the players, this is when they start to feel the grind of the regular season. A lot of the guys are dealing with nagging fatigue or mental weariness.
On the floor for the Warriors. Michael Porter out there with Kuminga. Then there's Nick Richards. Then there's Brandon Majemski.
Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Kuminga out there with Porter. Then it's MP. Then it's Nick Richards.
For the eat, yes, in my appetite. Having quick, but the script, changing what's wrong and right. I'm a fit, never quick, making strong out the fight.
Hey, the spiritual fight, bringing our souls to the light. Lord bless me with the sight to see everything. The world's looking real strange.
Back-to-backs are one of the season's unique challenges, Legs. The second game in particular.
Yeah, stamina plays a real factor in those back-to-backs, and the challenge is mental and physical. Who can push through the fatigue and find a way to get it done?
Totally a mindset, isn't it?
No excuses.
So on the floor for Golden State, Michael Porter out there with Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's MP. And it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60.
Oh, it is nice to be young. MP.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. Spurs trail by 19. Double by Kuminga. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Fox outside to win the drought. Again, the miss by Fox. Golden State has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. It's Podziemski on the wing.
Matthew 18:6. Jesus says, let him know. Whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to stumble.
On the floor for the Warriors. MP is out there with Brandon.
Drowned into the depth of the sea to mess with God's kids.
Is being utilized. Tell me where you draw the line. Freedom's like a fairy tale. Looking back once upon a time. Hold up, let me speak my mind. The minutes being redefined. Country needs to grow. It's fine dividing people by design. I'm up on that front line. Saw Christians take a backseat. Putting God first. And they attack me. I'm just understand.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And stolen by MP. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we've only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Michael Porter. Nick Richards out there at Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's MP in at the point guard. The Spurs have got a paltry 0-6 in the field. Well, it's been a very difficult start for them. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. The Warriors, number 1. In the third spot, the Spurs.
I mean, guys, these are two of the hottest teams in the league right now when it comes to scoring the basketball.
Wembanyama with it. Defended by Richards. Trying to end the drought. 6 to shoot. Fox, no good. And so, MP will bring it up for the Warriors. And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Shot by Johnson, no good. Golden State's got a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of the points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple? Hold up.
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
And San Antonio has possession following the score by Golden State. Three-pointer, Fox. The rebound by Richards. Smooth sailing for Golden State. The drive by MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Now Fox hasn't made one yet. The rebound by Richards. MP with it. Now guarded by Fox. It's stolen by Johnson. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Inside. The kick out to Fox. San Antonio again missing. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie Force.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Heat had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you.
Bible too. I be in my bag, but I be in my Bible too. I be in my bag, but I be in my Bible too. I be in my bag, but I be in my Bible too. I be in my bag, but I be in my Bible too. I be in my bag, but I be in my Bible too. I be in my bag, but I be in my Bible too.
We're just about halfway through the season, RJ. Is it too early for struggling teams to hit the panic button?
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Nick Richards out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's MP. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Portland at the 3, the small forward. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength is going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
And now, Allie Force has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Heat got the job done. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And he was huge for them.
Bobby in my bag, Bobby in my Bible too. Bobby in my bag, Bobby in my Bible too. Bobby in my bag, Bobby in my Bible too. Bobby in my bag, Bobby in my Bible too. Bobby in my bag, Bobby in my Bible too. Bobby in my bag, Bobby in my Bible too. Bobby in my bag.
Tim, we're in the middle of a grueling NBA season. What's a challenge the fans might not realize?
Well, it's just that grind, BA, mentally and physically.
You can't touch this. I feel like this is my way of saying like, money ain't stopping none. Don't try to get a little hold of something, some. You know I'm coming. If we rockin' this ahead, no confession. No, they ain't stopping none. Never say one more thing, start something on.
Here's Fox. Still scoreless. So, Coach, here we are in the heart of the NBA season. We can only hope that the second half is as good as the first half of it.
I'ma be chillin' at the harvest treatment. Maybe I don't say it often enough. Me and the homies ain't talking enough. I talk too much about this love. The same way white men love golfing and stuff. Can you say that? I mean, if it's true, I trust the Most High 'cause he showed me the proof. This is not no secret.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
On the floor for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's it.
I said prayer to toss it up.